Okay everyone, so today I am going to be doing a very chill, very calm video. Please don't piss me off. Please don't piss me off like you have a pea-sized brain. What do you mean? Hello? What books do you think you guys are reading? Just kidding. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be doing a reading 1-star reviews of my 5-star books video. I have my little iPad over here to pull up the reviews on GoodReads, and reading is not that serious, right? Everyone likes to have fun, everyone likes to read. However, there are some books that I really take very seriously, and I think some of these are gonna piss me off real bad. So without further ado, I think we should probably just get into it with my favorite book, probably of all time, the book that changed my life, inspired me to start writing my book, and that is Bunny by Mona Awad. This is like my ultimate favorite book ever, and I know some people are gonna have some things to say about it. So let's go into GoodReads and take a peek at some of these 1-star reviews, shall we? Okay, well, someone just said nope, which, what do you mean? What do you actually mean nope? Because it's the best book that's ever been written. So that's offensive. Someone else said, my pea-sized brain cannot comprehend this abstract nonsense. And you know what? I'm glad that this person admitted it, because if you do not understand Bunny, and if you don't like it, you do have a pea-sized brain. Not to like, oh, I'm starting off really hot right now, but like, Bunny is just one of those books that I think you have to be like a deep thinker, and if you don't like it, then you're probably not thinking hard enough about it. MySpace dated, thinly characterized, insanely immature in style? Hello? You're immature. I didn't understand a single word from the book. Like, what was I reading? I'm considering throwing this book out the window. Please don't piss me off. Please don't piss me off. Like, this is not a book that you can read and just like read it to have fun. It's a book that you have to think about. Don't piss me off. I definitely recommend this book to someone I fucking hate. I think I have to stop reading the reviews on this book. It's actually pissing me off, and I fear I'm gonna start calling people stupid. I fear this whole video is gonna be me calling people stupid. Whatever. I'm moving on to Everyone in This Room Will Someday Be Dead by Emily Austen, another one of my absolute favorite books. And I don't really understand how anyone could have rated this 1 star. It's hugely in the minority, which makes me happy, but let's go in here and see how badly these are gonna piss me off. Depressing, mundane, and chaotic. You're already contradicting yourself. How is it mundane and chaotic? Get over yourself. All of the characters were one-dimensional and dull. It went aimlessly on and on until it got tiresome. What's the point of this story? Have you never read a literary fiction book before? Because that's the point. Like, the point of a literary fiction book is just to follow a character on their journey, and there's no big like plot points. Although Everyone in This Room Will Someday Be Dead does have a significant plot, so I don't really understand what book you read, but the book I read was 5 stars. I hate it. Someone just said I hate it. You know what? Everyone has opinions. Everyone has opinions, and I have to calm down a little bit. But that review just made me laugh. I hate it. Caleb, please don't be mad at me. This book made me anxious and I wasn't vibing. So this is probably from someone who recommended their friend this book. That is so funny. And you know what? It's fair that it made you anxious. It's an anxiety-inducing book. I think that's what I like about it, but I can understand why that might not be for everyone. I had high hopes for this based on the description, but it fell flat. Not a single likable character in the book. It jumps all over the place. Writing was mundane and chaotic with no clear direction. What is with this? I feel like a lot of the reviews of this book that I'm looking through, it's mundane and chaotic, and I don't understand how you can think that it's both. Because those two words contradict each other, which makes me think whoever wrote this review does not have good taste and is stupid. So, sorry. Okay, let's move on. Let's do a more recent release. First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. Let's just see what people have to say about it. No one actually enjoyed this. I'm sure all these people are lying. Diva, we're not lying. Diva, it was amazing. I also hate when people say, like, everyone's lying, because no, everyone just has different tastes in books. And I know I'm, like, being really harsh on these people. I'm not going to include their names because I feel like that's a roast, but everyone just has different opinions about books, and it's okay if you didn't like it, and I loved it, kind of. Someone said this is low-key a cry for help. How? How is it a cry for help? It's so sweet and, like, tender, and, like, how could you not like it? I don't understand. Everything Aiden said and did was an ick. No! He's perfect! He's incredible. Okay, well, I understand. I do kind of hate the trope of like the man who thinks he's like so damaged and can never be in a relationship and whatever, but he comes around and I think he's like such a sweetheart despite that. I don't know. I disagree. I really disagree. I've never been so annoyed with a male lead in a book. The mood swings, and not to mention slow-burning plot lines, snooze fest all around, took me forever to read. Okay, it is kind of long, but then this is also what I'm saying, like, slow burn is just not for everyone. And, like, I think it's a great slow burn, and I think it's amazing, and I don't understand these reviews. It's actually making me sad. Like, I love this book. Okay, honestly, a lot of these are DNFs, and I'm like, if you DNF'd a book, do not rate it. Why are you rating it? Why are you, like, rating it like you finished it? Why are you marking that you finished it? You didn't finish it. I don't think DNF should count unless you got like so close to finishing it. But a lot of these are like DNF it 10%, DNF it blah blah blah, and I'm like, no, you can't rate this book. You didn't finish it. Okay, the last one. This did not spark joy for me. This was not a fun read. The characters I could not connect with. It just felt like a chore. No, it was so sweet. What are you talking about? Now we are going to do another romance. We are going to do Magnolia Parks, the first Magnolia Parks book. And I am going to see what people have to say about this. I can already tell it's going to probably be like toxic, blah, 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 whatever. Someone just said no, nope. What do you mean? What do you mean no? What do you mean no? Don't piss me off. This book reminded me why I hate men so much. And you know what? Fair enough. It reminded me that too. But that's the fun of it. Like, I feel like you just have to buy in and be like, okay, this is the fun of it. Everyone's toxic. Everyone sucks. Especially the men. BJ sucks. In the first book, BJ really, really sucks. But you just kind of have to persevere. Because that's, like, kind of the point. This book is a fucking joke. Okay. You don't need to be so mean about it. You don't need to be so harsh. Maybe someone liked it. Maybe I liked it. Guess who got the biggest headache from reading this book? How? Don't piss me off. They need therapy. Yeah, obviously. Obviously they need therapy. And obviously that's the point. Whoever says this book is the British version of Gossip Girl must hate the show. What do you mean? It literally is. Have you seen Gossip Girl? And have you read this book in this series? It's literally British Gossip Girl. At least the Magnolia Parks books are. Not so much Daisy, but the whole world, very, very Gossip Girl. Alright, what should I do next? What's gonna piss me off? I'm gonna do two more. I'm gonna do Sunburn by Chloe Michelle Howarth. And I cannot imagine someone having something bad to say about this book. Oh my god, it's like a tiny little percentage of people that rated it 1 star. Let me see. I've never wanted a character to be unhappy as much as I wanted Lucy to be unhappy. Please don't piss me off. Are you homophobic? I'm sorry, that's excessive. Are you, though? Are you? I hate it. Fake woke. Author writes like a 12-year-old. What 12-year-old do you know that can string together sentences as beautifully and as artfully as Chloe Michelle Howarth? What 12-year-olds are you talking to? I'd like to know, because when I was 12, I was writing fan fiction about Pretty Little Liars, and it wasn't like Sunburn. So, I'd like to know. Someone just said sorry, lesbians. And you know what? You should be sorry. You should be sorry. Oh my god, like, a lot of these have no text attached to them. They just rated it 1 star. What do you mean? Explain yourself. It's been a while since a book upset me this much. The tropes are tired. Lucy is such a bitch. And I cried tears of rage for all the people she hurt by being callous. Genuinely upset she got what she wanted in the end. I wanted to see her end up alone. She'd deserve it. I think we've moved beyond having to tell stories about sad gay people with mommy issues in small religious towns fucking up everyone's lives, including their own, because of internalized and externalized homophobia. What do you mean we've moved beyond that? I mean, I understand, like, queer joy can be just as powerful as queer sadness, but that doesn't mean we don't need coming-of-age stories of people who are struggling, because you never know who's going to pick this book up. I feel like that's a really bold claim to make, that we've moved beyond those types of stories, because you never know who's going to pick up the book and see themselves, no matter how damaged or messed up they are, and see themselves and see how they're acting and have it change their life, because I just think those stories are still really important. I think that's a really bold claim to make. That actually kind of really does make me upset. But if you didn't like the book, you didn't like the book. I don't know what to tell you. You're just wrong. Okay, what should we do for our last one? What about an Ashley Poston? Let's do the Dead Romantics. I already know these ones are gonna piss me off because people don't get it. People really don't get this book like I get this book. Okay, The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. Should have stayed dead? Please. Please. No! Why'd you read this book? Loved the story, hated the woke BS elements that added nothing to the story. but distracted from it, won't be reading this author ever again. So you're a Republican. Just say you're a Republican and move on. This book felt like I was reading something from middle school, I'm not gonna lie. I don't understand what kind of middle schoolers you guys are hanging out with. I'm actually concerned if this book makes you think about middle school, because she's having sex with a ghost. So what middle school? Where? Middle school where? Lots of things about woke ideologies in the 1 star. What books do you think you guys are reading when you pick up a book? So we just reading anything now? You know what? Maybe we are reading anything. And what's it to you? What's it to you? Don't piss me off. Someone just rated it 1 star and said his name is Ben. That's what did the person named Ben do to you? That's what I want to know. What did Ben do to you? Okay, and last one, I'll do one more. Cheesy and predictable X. At least you're being sweet about it. At least you're giving me a kiss. Okay, guys. That really did get me heated, I have to say. I'm so sorry if I offended anyone, but also my opinions are right and yours are wrong, so I don't know what you could be offended by. Nothing I said in this video is serious. I love you guys so much. If you didn't like one of these books, that's completely fine. I get very intense about the books that I love and why I love them, but everyone has their own opinions, except for if they're offensive. And those opinions are okay, as long as they're not offensive and they don't hurt anyone. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this silly little video. I did not enjoy it. I got pissed off. But yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, because I'm a YouTuber now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!